Hi friends, I am CA Rohit Kumar Singh, founder of Tax Marvel Consulting Services LP. We bring to you our YouTube channel GST with Tax Marvel, and today we have got an interesting video on GST appeals and revision. In this video, we'll discuss in detail on filing of GST appeals and also revision mechanism available while an order is passed. So we'll discuss in detail the composition of your GST appellate tribunal, be it your national tribunal or even a state bench, right, or an area bench. We'll also discuss in detail the composition of those tribunal, the powers and functions of the tribunal, and how the tribunal will decide its own procedure. We'll also see what are the forms required and the time limit for filing of those appeals. So please don't forget to like and share our video and also subscribe to our channel. So whenever you have received a demand and you have replied to show cause notice, invariably the chances are either the show cause notice is dropped or the chances are that you will issue a demand order. Once you receive a demand order, either you will pay the demand or you will not agree to the demand and you will go for appeal, right? So today what we are going to see is a mechanism of appeal, how and when, where, time limit for appeal, and also revision, what are the revision mechanism available in your GST law. So what we are going to see is your process of appeal, composition of tribunal, member, their qualification, then disqualification of members, term of member, all that we'll see, right? So chapter 18 of the CGST Act deals with your appeal and revision. Section 107, appeals to appellate authority. Section 108, powers of revisional authority. So now before we proceed, let us understand what is appeal and what is revision. Appeal means the taxpayer or the department, when the order is not in favor, then they can appeal to the higher forum, means the forum is always higher. Revision means the same authority can revise the order. So in case they have identified the mistake in the order and they have identified and revised, revision can be suo moto, revision can be application also. So my GST number is wrongly quoted in the order and I have said revise the order, right? Then constitutional of appellate tribunal and appellate benches. Then section 110, president and members of appellate tribunal, their qualification, appointment and condition of service. Section 111, procedure before appellate tribunal, what is the procedure that we followed. 112, appeal to appellate tribunal. 113, order of the appellate tribunal. 114, financial and administrative power of the president. And 115, interest of refund of amount for admission of appeal. 116, appearance by authorized representative. Who are authorized representative? Either by the company or by the legal representative, right? Then appeal to High Court, appeal to Supreme Court. 119, sums due to be paid notwithstanding appeal. Even if the appeal is pending, you have to pay some sums. 120, appeal not to be filed in certain cases. You cannot file an appeal in certain cases. 121, order is passed, but the appeal does not lie in those orders, right? So we'll see these sections of the appeal and revision. So let us proceed, friends, one by one. Appeal hierarchy under GST regime. Order passed by adjudicating authority. Who is an adjudicating authority? The officer who has issued the notice and the officer who will adjudicate your reply or the notice. Here your reply, that is your assistant commissioner, joint commissioner, commissioner appeals. That are your adjudicating authority. From there you will file appeal to first appellate authority, section 107. Section 109, section 110, orders passed by first appellate authority will be heard by appellate tribunal. So today also you have a tribunal under your Excise and Service Tax Act. Sestat will say CESTAT, Central Excise and Service Tax Appellate Tribunal. Aja, I'll come to it. Then appellate tribunal, any order passed by appellate tribunal will be heard by High Court, section 1112 116. Any order passed by High Court will be heard by the Supreme Court. So Supreme Court is your ultimate court and last resort of your appeal, section 117, section 118. Right. Any sum paid under section 119 are prejudice or subjudice, will come to it when we'll come to the section. Right. Now appeal to appellate authority. So any order passed by adjudicating authority. So 107 provides a power to the taxpayer or the department also to go to the higher forum. That higher forum is called as appellate authority, right? So section 107 provides that power to appeal against any order or decision passed by adjudicating authority. If the taxpayer is going into appeal, the appeal is to be filed within 3 months from the date of communication of order. That is where whenever you receive the order, from the pen write the date of receipt of order. If the department is filing any appeal, then 6 months from the date of order. If there is a sufficient cause of delay, like COVID, if there is a COVID outbreak, anyway government has extended the filing of appeal up to 31st August. Post that also, if you say the accountant was suffering from coronavirus, which took 3 months time to recover, so the appeal filing is delayed, then subject to the authority or satisfaction, they can accept your delay filing of appeal also. Appeal to appellate authority. Full amount of admitted tax, interest and fine and 10% of disputed amount. So I'll take an example. 4 issues are there in the order. Issue number 1, non-payment of tax, 10,000 rupees. Issue number 2, short payment of tax, 15,000 rupees. Issue number 3, wrong availment of ITC, 20,000 rupees. Issue number 4, ineligible ITC availed, 1 lakh rupees. Out of these 4 issues, you said issue number 1 is accepted, means you have not paid the tax. So whatever accepted amount is there, you pay the entire tax, interest, fine, fees or penalty. Right? Penalty we have already seen. When you can pay penalty, when you can avoid penalty. And whatever amount you dispute for which you are going into appeal, 10% of that amount is deposited as pre-deposit amount. So this is a precondition of filing appeal. Deemed stay. It means if the amount you have already paid 10% and the amount accepted 100% amount, then the recovery proceeding will be stayed till the continuance of the appeal. Right? Next. Departmental appeal. The commissioner may, on his own motion or on the request from a commissioner of state or union territory tax, right, examine the record of any proceeding in which any adjudicating authority has passed the decision or order, right? So assistant commissioner has passed an order or a deputy commissioner has passed an order, but the commissioners thought that this order is not correctly passed, so they can on their own direct the officer, any subordinate or to the appellate authority. They can say that we will appeal to the higher forum. So commissioner can decide on appealing on behalf of department. So one appeal is the taxpayer is going, second is taxpayers favor the order as received, but the commissioner is thinking that the order is not correctly passed. So again department order, department is going into appeal. So then commissioner can decide to go into appellate authority, right? If the department is going into an appeal, the appeal can be filed within 6 months from the date of communication of order. If the taxpayer is going into appeal, 3 months from the date of communication of order. The form under which the department will file appeal is your APL 03 to be filed electronically on GSTN portal. Hard copy is to be submitted to the appellate authority accompanied by a certified copy of the decision or order, right, along with supporting document within 7 days of filing the application. So online you file an application, within 7 days hard copy of the document plus appeal plus certified copy of the order against which the appeal is made is to be filed with to the appellate authority, right. In case the applicant is filing an appeal, rule 108 of the CGST rules 2017 says the applicant will file an appeal in form GST APL 01 electronically on GSTN portal or as notified by commissioner, and immediately a provisional acknowledgement number will be issued for against this appeal. Final acknowledgement will be issued indicating the appeal number by the appellate authority or the officer in form called GST APL 02 rule 108 sub rule 3. Appeal to the authority. So when the appellate authority will hear the appeal, they will issue notice to the taxpayer and the department to present the facts personally. So opportunity of being heard they will give. Second, again we have seen adjournment you can take only 3 times. 3 times adjournment you can take. Now there is a technical query reply here to many queries. Most of the time what happens is your department or the tribunal will give 3 dates of hearing or 4 dates of hearing. You can either appear for the date 1, date 2, date 3, date 4, and then you apply for adjournment. Will it be treated as 4 adjournment or 1 adjournment? So as per your law, it is only 1 adjournment treated. Why? Because it is the appellate authority who has given an option to appear on any of the 3 or 4 hearings. So if you opt for adjournment, it means none of the hearing you have accepted, means only 1 adjournment it is taken. Speaking order, again I have already told. Speaking order means order issued by appellate authority should be detailed order. Reasons for determination means why they have taken passed an order like that, right? And reason for such decision, it means out of the input tax credit wrongly availed 10 lakh rupees, they have accepted 4 lakh rupees as non-payable, 6 lakh payable. So for 4 lakhs and 6 lakhs both they will give the reason of the order, means why they have accepted 4 lakh as eligible credit, 6 lakhs as ineligible credit, right? Power of revisional authority. So section 108, right? Revisional authority can revise any order subject to non-appealable decision or order under section 121. We'll see that. Revisional authority shall not exercise power if the order is subjected to appeal under section 107 or 112 or 117 or 118. 117, 118 is your appeal to High Court or Supreme Court. 112 your appellate tribunal, right? The period under section 1072 has not expired or more than 3 years have expired after passing the decision, means the period for filing appeal is not expired. So means I can still file appeal. So revision means I have 2 options. One, I can go for revision and ask for revision. Second option, I can opt not to get the revision and file an appeal, right? Order is already revised at an earlier stage. So again I cannot go for revision. An order is passed in exercise of 108(1), right? So then this is the provision for revision. Now it is very important fact, friends. Constitution of appellate tribunal and benches thereof means this sestat benches is no longer functional under GST. So GST law says GST appellate tribunal. So the government on recommendation of GST council shall constitute appellate tribunal known as GST appellate tribunal, GStat, right? So GStat for hearing appeal against order passed by appellate authority or revisional authority, means departmental appeal, or your order passed by commissioner or your additional commissioner or principal commissioner. Appellate tribunal will be, one will be your national bench, second will be your state bench, and then you can have area bench. Simple friends, national bench New Delhi, ठीक है? National bench will have president, 1 technical member from center, 1 technical member from state, right? The government shall constitute such number of regional benches as required. Composition of regional bench: one judicial member, one technical member of center, one technical member of the state. Right. Regional bench will have power to appeal, hear the appeal against order passed by appellate authority, revisional authority, right? Other than place of supply. Place of supply cannot be decided by your regional benches because place of supply involves more than two states or two or more states. Constitutional of appellate tribunal benches continued. Each state or union territory can have a state bench, same like your national bench. There is a state bench. It can also happen that government can constitute within one state area benches, like in West Bengal they can have one bench for Siliguri, one bench for Howrah, one bench for Calcutta. So area bench. Within the state they can have more than one in the state, like in Maharashtra they can have one in Nagpur, one in Pune, right, one in Mumbai, one in Aurangabad. They can have 4 area benches. It can also happen that for more than one state there can be one bench, like West Bengal. If you'll find, it was bench for your Andaman Nicobar, Sikkim and northeastern states had a bench in West Bengal only. So similar, you can have 3-4 states, you can have one bench. State bench and area bench will have one judicial member, one technical member from state and CGST and one SGST. President will be senior most judicial member, will be designated as a state president, right? Hearing of appeal, simple. Hearing of appeal. It will be heard by bench of 2 members, right? So if any member is absent, so if it is a 3-member bench, minimum 2 members should be present. In case of certain transactions, single member can also hear, like one, when the tax or ITC in the matter is involved, or the difference in ITC or tax or amount of fees, fine or penalty does not exceed 5 lakh rupees and the matter is not involving any question of law, then with the approval of president, a single member bench can also hear. So the demand, the order is of 4,95,000, does not involve any question of law, and the president has said, okay, single member bench will hear this matter, so they can hear the matter. Constitutional of appellate tribunal. So majority vote will decide. So majority members will decide the opinion, right? If there are 2 benches and both the members are equally divided, then the matter will be referred to the president or a state president. So the president will decide based on the replies and your opinion and differences. In case the president is not there and both the members are hearing the appeal, tomorrow you cannot say that president is not there, president should be there mandatorily, and the order is not valid. Mere because of any vacancy or defect in constitution of appellate tribunal, the proceeding will not become invalid, or you cannot question the proceeding itself, right? Member qualification. President of national bench, he should be a judge of a Supreme Court or Chief Justice of High Court or Judge of High Court not less than 5 years. He can be appointed as the President of National Bench, right? Judicial member, Judge of High Court or District Court is qualified to be appointed as a Judge of High Court, but though he is not a Judge of High Court, or member of ILS, Indian Legal Service, for a post not less than additional secretary for 3 years. He can be appointed as a judicial member. Technical member center. He is a member of Indian Revenue Service, Custom and Central Excise Group A, and 15 years in Group A, 15 years service in Group A. Then he can be appointed as a technical member center. Technical member state. He is or has been officer in the state government not below the rank of additional commissioner of VAT or SGST, right? And 3 years experience in administration with existing law or SGST or field of finance or tax, right? appointment of member. So president and judicial member of national bench and regional bench. Regional bench means national bench only. So instead of Delhi, it can have any other place also, it can function. Will be appointed by government in consultation with Chief Justice of India and his nominee. Or his nominee means Chief Justice of India will select president and judicial members of national bench and regional bench. Senior most member out of the person selected, senior most member of a national bench shall act as a president until the new president is appointed, which has arisen because of his death, resignation, or otherwise. If the president is not able to function because of absence, illness, the senior most member will act as a president and discharge the function of the president. President, state president or member may resign, right, by giving a notice, but the resignation should be at least 3 months. They should continue till 3 months of the resignation, or a replacement is found, or the term of expiry from the office is expiring, whichever is earliest. So if I have resigned, I have 2 months only left in my service, so I can only give 2 months notice. If I have resigned and I have 6 months notice, I have resigned and my successor is coming in 1.5 months, so 1.5 month notice I will give. If I resign and successor does not come within 3 months and my period of service is more than 6 months, then I can get relieved in 3 months only, right? Term of employment of members, section 110 to 8 to 110:17. Members may be removed. When they may be removed? Number 1, they are adjudged insolvent. Number 2, they have been convicted of any offence involving moral turpitude, means low morality. Number 3, they are incapable of acting as such, means mentally unstable and all. 4, they have acquired any financial or other interest, means I am hearing a matter of any company in which I am a director, or I am having a share or something like that. Right. Last, I have abused my position prejudicing to the public interest. In those cases, the members can be removed. But in case I have acquired a financial interest and abused my position, an opportunity of being heard to be given to the member before removing him. But in case of insolvency, offence involving moral turpitude or incapacity, he can be removed without giving a notice also. Right. Procedure before appellate tribunal, section 111. The appellate tribunal shall not be bound by the procedure laid down by in the Code of Civil Procedure, but shall be guided by principle of natural justice and regulate its own procedure, means Code of Civil Procedure laid down how the court will function. So this tribunal can decide their own functioning. Second, they shall be bound by natural justice. Natural justice means opportunity of being heard, right, reason, decision, all that they have to follow. This tribunal, appellate tribunal, has the same power as a civil court, like 1, summoning someone, means calling someone and enforcing them to examine on oath. Second, requiring production of document or discovery of document. Third, evidence on affidavit. I can give evidence on affidavit. Fourth, requiring any public record or document or copy thereof. 5, I can ask for witness to come and examine. Dismissing a representation or deciding it ex parte. Ex parte means either of the party is not appearing in the hearing, right? Setting aside any order, right, or any matter which can be prescribed. So they can decide their own way to function. They are not bound by the Civil Procedure Code, which decides that how a tribunal or a court should function, right? An order passed by appellate tribunal may be enforced in the same manner if it were a decree made by a court. and they can send it to the execution to the court within local limits to whom jurisdiction. In case the order is against the company where the registered office, the court where the registered office is situated, this tribunal will send the order to that court to get it executed. Executed means nothing. Executed means recovery of tax, interest and penalty. In case of order any other person where the person is residing or carrying on business or working for gain, right? All proceedings shall be deemed as a judicial proceeding and appellate tribunal shall be deemed to be a civil court. Why civil court? They cannot pass any order under any criminal procedure or they cannot send anyone to jail. They can only pass order for recovery of tax, interest and penalty, right? Appeal to appellate tribunal. Section 112. Any order passed by adjudicating authority, you can go to appellate tribunal. If it is by taxpayer, within 3 months. If it is by department, within 6 months from the date of communication of order, right? Tribunal may refuse to accept an appeal if the amount is less than 50,000 rupees. So they say, oh, no, we don't want to hear this because the amount is very low, right? Memorandum of cross objection may be filed within 45 days of receipt of notice. It can further extend it to 45, total 90 days. Form GST APL 06 to be filed in quadruplicate. What is memorandum of cross objection? So I am a taxpayer, I have filed an appeal. So the other side or the department side can file a cross objection, means objection to my appeal, right? Appeal to appellate tribunal shall be filed electronically on GSTN portal, form GST APL 05. Hard copy is to be submitted to the registrar of this appellate tribunal. Quadruplicate means 4 copies. Accompanied by certified copy of the order, we have seen already, and fees within 7 days of filing the online application, right? Where the hard copies are submitted within 5 days, or within 7 days, then the department will issue an acknowledgement. So the appellate tribunal will issue a provisional acknowledgement, and when the hard copy is received, they will issue a final acknowledgement with the appeal number, right? The fees for filing shall be 1,000 rupees for every 1 lakh rupees and maximum of 25,000 rupees. So if I have 500 crore ka appeal, it is 1,000 for 1 lakh rupees, 1,000 into 500, right? So 5 lakh rupees, but my maximum is 25,000 rupees. Pre-deposit for filing an appeal in the appellate tribunal is 20% of the disputed amount, right? The full amount of tax and plus 20% of disputed amount. Once the amount is paid, deemed stay will be granted, right? There is no fees for rectification of error. So if there is any rectification, a mistake is there, like GST number is wrongly mentioned, party name is wrongly mentioned, computation mistake is there, if I can rectify that without paying any appeal fees. Application by commissioner, we have seen that commissioner will decide whether to appeal or not to appeal. So any order passed by authority subordinate to commissioner, commissioner can review and go to the appeal, right? We have seen this. Order of appellate tribunal. So appellate tribunal, after giving party an appeal an opportunity of being heard, pass such order, right? And it may also refer the case back to appellate authority or revisional authority or original adjudicating authority and say take corrective action. So like I have passed and I have appealed, and then the department has appellate tribunal has heard the matter and they said, okay, in this matter we'll remand the file to the authority for recomputation of the amount, right? Adjournment again maximum 3 times. Appellate tribunal can rectify any error apparent on the face of record on my application, on the application of the taxpayer or on his own record within 3 months, right? But any amendment which is increasing my liability of tax, interest or penalty, then in that case the taxpayer has to be given a opportunity of being heard. Means if I am under any disadvantage, then department will then appellate tribunal will give me an opportunity of being heard. The appellate tribunal will hear every appeal within a period of 1 year. So 1 year at a time they have to decide. It's not mandatory, but it is recommendatory. Appellate tribunal shall send a copy of every order passed under this section to the appellate authority, revisional authority, or adjudicating authority, and to the party also. Orders passed by appellate tribunal shall be final and binding on parties unless until I am appealing. That order is final. Financial and administrative power of the president. So president shall exercise such financial and administrative power over the national bench and regional bench as prescribed. Prescribed means prescribed under the law and the rules. Provided that president shall have the authority to delegate such power to any member or officer of the national bench or regional bench, right, subject to the condition that such member, while exercising such delegated power, continue to act under direction, control, and supervision of the president. So any administrative power which the president has, he can delegate to any member or officer, provided that the officer shall act under the instruction or direction or control of the president. Interest on refund of amount paid for admission of appeal, section 115. When an amount paid by appellant under 1076 or 1128 is required to be refunded. Refunded means I have made a 20% pre-deposit, but at the end it was held that no amount is payable. So interest at the rate of 6% is to be payable on refund, right, till the time the entire amount is refunded, from the date of payment or till the amount it is refunded, right. Appeal to High Court. Now, so what we have seen is your appeal to your tribunal, national tribunal, regional tribunal, or state tribunal, area tribunal. What is national tribunal? Located in New Delhi. Area tribunal, your regional tribunal, same national tribunal located in some other state, right. State tribunal, each and every state. Area tribunal, within that state, multiple your area tribunals. For more than one state also there can be a single state tribunal. Now we'll come to High Court. So after the tribunal, the matter will come to the High Court. So any person agreed by the order of state bench or area bench of appellate tribunal, means state bench or area bench, they will go to High Court. The High Court first has to admit the appeal. So substantial question of law has to be proved while filing an appeal to the High Court. Unless and until you prove that the case involves a substantial question of law, the High Court will not admit the appeal, right. You can file appeal within 180 days from the date of communication of the order, right. First, the court will decide substantial question of law, and then the hearing will happen. So the hearing will be heard only on question so formulated, not on national bench, on the state bench. I am saying state bench is a state wise, state bench is state wise, national bench is your Supreme Court, right. Right. So High Court will decide the question of law, right, and ground on which this question is founded. High Court may also decide any issue which is not determined by the state bench or area bench, or wrongly determined by the state bench, or any party can appeal, any party. The jurisdictional officer shall issue a statement in form GST APL 04 clearly indicating the final amount of demand confirmed by the High Court. So once the order is passed by High Court, the jurisdictional officer will issue a statement, means order quantifying the order, means quantifying the monetary limit in the order, right, in GST APL 04. Where the authorized representative is found guilty of misconduct in connection of any proceeding under CGST Act, the commissioner may disqualify him from appearing as a authorized representative, right. Appeal to Supreme Court. Any order passed by national bench, means or regional bench or High Court, will be appealed to the Supreme Court. So from your state bench you will go to High Court, national bench or regional bench or appellate tribunal you will go to Supreme Court, right? Or High Court also will go to Supreme Court. Again, in case of your Supreme Court, the provisions of Code of Civil Procedure relating to appeal to Supreme Court will apply. So, Supreme Court rules of appeal will apply in this case of appeal, right? Where the judgment of High Court is varied or reversed, same manner section 117 GST APL 04 will be, certificate will be issued, right? The sum due to government in accordance with order passed by national, regional or area bench or High Court shall be payable, right? Even if you appeal to the High Court or Supreme Court, right? Next, non-appealable decision. So, which decision you cannot appeal? So, there are certain decisions or order against which you cannot file an appeal. Like, number 1, Commissioner has transferred your case from one officer to other officer. So, a joint commissioner was hearing your case, and then commissioner said, no, I will not let this joint commissioner here, I'll transfer this case to some other joint commissioner. In that case, you cannot appeal and say, no, I want this joint commissioner only. Second, order pertaining to seizure or retention of books of accounts or any document, you cannot appeal against this. Third, order sanctioning prosecution. So, there is a 10 crore ka ITC fraud. Against that order, you cannot appeal and say, no, there cannot be a prosecution against me. Friends, thank you for watching our video. And we hope that you enjoyed this learning series GST with Tax Marvel. And don't forget to share, like and subscribe our videos, and do also tell your friends or colleagues who want to make their career in GST or want to get updated on GST aspects. Thank you, friends. Thank you.